welcome to my vlog channel on the Life of M. So today I'm going to be doing some pregnancy videos. So right now you are about to watch, I like written it down because my brain is boggled, how I found out I was pregnant, and the story is hilarious. Like I was gonna put this in my first trimester video, but I was like, the video would be so long. So I'm going to share with you guys today how I found out I was pregnant and also how it changed my life. So let's get on with it. For those of you who have watched the previous videos of me telling you I was pregnant, I already had a feeling that I was pregnant because it wasn't like we weren't really trying not to have a baby. I found out about 5 days before my missed period. I didn't really feel any different, but I just had in my brain, I just felt like, yeah, I think I'm pregnant. Not like my body told me anything. It was just like in my brain, like, girl, you're pregnant. And I took a test and I bought the first response because I wanted to know, and this is what the box looks like for first response because I have my tests. And it comes with the test that has the lines on it, and then it has a digital test. So if you are just unable to understand how to read the 2 lines or 1 line on a test, they do have a digital that says yes or no. So it was before I went into work. And I was just like, okay, today's the day I get to find out if I'm pregnant or not. So I took the line test first and I went pee. I went downstairs in the kitchen. I showed Brandon. It had like 1 line, just 1 line. And I was like, babe, I'm not pregnant. So I put it on top of the microwave. I remember this like it was yesterday. Put it on top of the microwave and we were just talking, drinking coffee. I'm packing my lunch for work because I'm about to leave. And all of a sudden I just glanced at the test again and I saw this super faint line on the pregnancy test. Like so faint, like I still have it. Because I was just like, Brandon, I think there's a faint line. There's a line, I think there's another line. And if it has 2 lines, it means you're pregnant. 1, you're not. So I was just like, it's super faint though. Like we were like, just like looking at it like, oh, I don't know. Well, I don't leave to go to work and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, am I pregnant? Am I not? Da, da, da. So I took the other test, since there's 2 in here, I took the digital test to work. And I go into the bathroom right when I get to work and my manager is there. And I take a pregnancy test with me. and I'm like, I'm doing the wrapper, da 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 da. I come out, but I don't want her to know yet if I am or not, and I don't want to freak her out. So I put the pregnancy test like on my hip, so as I'm walking out of the bathroom, she can't see it. And I put it in my purse, and I'm just like on my phone, like just waiting for the test to come up positive or not. So I'm just like looking at the test, like on my phone, pretending to be on my phone, like I'm doing something. And she's like, Emily, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't tell you yet. So I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you like in like 3 minutes. And she's like, okay. Like she's like, you're acting really weird. So the test, the digital one, said yes. It said yes. And I was like, Jen, I was like, I took the pregnancy test out of my purse. I'm like, and she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't know if this is real because the first test I could barely tell. Like it was the most faintest line because if you're too early, since I did take it 5 days before my missed period, if you're too early, the line shows up pretty faint because you don't have those hormones yet, like full-on hormones. So I was just like, I don't know though, like I'm still skeptical, you know? So Brandon dropped me off at work, so I didn't have a car, but luckily there's a Target right up the street. So my pregnant butt, and I smoke cigarettes at the time, I'm like, am I pregnant? Am I not? I'm like freaking out. So I'm like smoking, I'm like chain smoking, I'm walking my butt to Target. I bought 2 digital ones because I'm like, screw the freaking line test. I bought like the clear blue test or something like that. They're digital, it says pregnant or not pregnant. So I bought 1 box of that, so it came with 2 tests, and then I bought another box of first response. Just kept drinking water, anything to make me pee. So within like a half an hour time frame, I drank like 3 bottles of water. And it was right after I took the digital one from first response. I just kept drinking water, and then within like a half an hour later, I'm like, oh, I gotta pee. So with just, you know, no, I couldn't just take just 1 test. So I took the 2 blue, or the clear blue tests, and I'm in the bathroom, and I open them both up, and I'm literally peeing on both of them, like, and then I'm just like, I want to know, like, I'm like super excited, and I want to know. Me and Jenna are just like walking around the store, and we're just like so eager, and I picked up the tests, the 2 tests, and I was like, it said not pregnant. Well, my dumb butt didn't think, girl, your pee is diluted. You just drink water. Like when my pee came out, it was clear, it wasn't yellow. So if your pee just comes out straight clear, no tint or anything like that, because all I drank was just water within that half an hour, and I just took one like a half an hour before these 2, so my pee was completely diluted, so it didn't have anything in my pee. So of course it says not pregnant. Well, I didn't think of that. I was just too excited. So thank goodness I bought another box, my last box. So mind you, I just took 4 pregnancy tests. 1 before I went to work, that was faint. 2, the second one said yes, and the other 2 said not pregnant, because I took them at the same time, and all I drank was just water, and I took them within a half an hour time frame after the first response. So my pee was just straight diluted. I'm like in the process of like, I don't know if I should tell Brandon, yes, like I'm pregnant or da-da, because he didn't know that I took the digital test with me to work. So he just knows I just took the first test at the house. So he has no idea that a yes came back. I'm at work still. This girl comes in who is about my age, and I was like, do you have any kids? And she like looks at me, she's like she's pregnant. I'm like, oh, great. You can read pregnancy test. So I showed her the faint one, and I was like, when you found out you were pregnant, did it look like this? And she's like, yeah, you're pregnant. And I'm like, I am. And I didn't take the last 2 tests yet. I was gonna wait until I got home, and then I was gonna take one in the morning. She's like, just wait until the morning. That's when your hormone levels and everything are higher in the morning. What I've learned is that it's harder to get a false positive than just it saying no at all. So if you get a yes, or you see a faint line, you're pregnant. Like, it is so hard to get a fake yes. I ended up taking the other 2 first responses either when I got home or in the morning, and it said yes. So I then found out I was pregnant out of taking 6 pregnancy tests because I am crazy. So yeah, first one, it was faint. The second one, it came back a yes, but I was like, I don't know, because the first one, I couldn't really read it, but this one says yes, so I kind of just don't believe it. I'm kind of in the middle. The 3 and 4 test, I just drank water, and my pee was diluted, so it said not pregnant. And then the last 2, I just took 1, and I took the digital one that says yes or no, and I think I did take it the morning after, and it said yes, and then I just saved the other one for God knows when. I told Brandon, I was like, I got a yes when I was at work, and he was like, you got a yes? And I'm like, yes. So he's like, you know, we're not even together, I'm at work and he's at home. And when he picked me up from work, and then we found out the next day, he looked at me, and he like just started crying. Like, I was like, why are you crying? Like, aren't you excited? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm super excited. He's like, it's just weird. He's like, this is something I've always wanted. He's like, I've always wanted a family, and I always wanted to find a girl that I loved, and I found you, and you care about me just as much as I care about you, and we love each other. And we're having a family, and he just like got really sappy, and I don't know how to react like with people's feelings sometimes, so I'm just like oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever. Like he's like literally like tearing up and confessing his love and how excited he is, and I'm just like, oh my god, like he made me cry. I'm like, that is so freaking cute. So anyway, sorry, the lighting keeps changing, but that is how I found out I was pregnant. Now, how did pregnancy change my life? If you have no idea and you never met me in person and we've never hung out, you wouldn't know behind the camera that all I did before I got pregnant was work, go party on the weekends. I smoked cigarettes, partying it up and working, and just, you know, that was my life. Well, the day I found out I was pregnant, I completely stopped smoking cold turkey. Honestly, I only craved a cigarette for the first 3 weeks after I stopped, and then after that, it's kind of like I would have dreams about just buying cigarettes. Pretty hard to just quit cold turkey because I'm not gonna smoke when I'm pregnant. Sorry. And I completely stopped just drinking. It was really easy just to quit drinking. Without saying that, I don't go to the bar anymore. Don't drink, don't smoke. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty weird. I would go to the bar like every single weekend. Mother, I'm busy. I was one of those people that, like, if I wasn't at work or doing this or whatever, I was, you know, just like out, going to the bar, hanging out with friends. It was just how it was, and I was completely comfortable with that life. And then once I found out I was pregnant, the first weekend that I didn't go to a bar and I just stayed home, I was like, this is nice, but weird. I'm super happy. Like, my skin looks better, I'm eating healthier. Oh my god.
Want to read it or ignore it?
I want to ignore it, I'm filming. Mother.
Did you want to read it?
No! I don't want to read it. Now, the highlight of my day is watching Netflix and being with my fiance and decorating our house. I have like a glass of red wine sometimes because I read like it's okay to do that because it gets the blood moving and you want to drink just red wine, and if you do, you can't have more than like 4 ounces or something, but it gets the blood circulating, opens up capillaries, that kind of thing. So I'll have like a glass of wine, of red wine, like here and there, and that was weird because I was like all Moscato, all Riesling, all white sweet wines, and to switch to just like red dry wines that I was like, I'm not old enough, I don't appreciate this yet. Pregnancy has got me open up to, you know, just not going out on the weekends, staying home and being a homebody and trying to plan a wedding and just growing up. So honestly, getting pregnant was the best thing for me because I feel like if I didn't, I would probably be going down a road that would just lead to something way worse. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I just sounded like an alcoholic and some party girl who just smoked cigarettes, but that was my life before, and it was like my life for like a whole year. So not only did pregnancy just change my life in general, it changed it for the better. You know, when you stop smoking and you stop drinking and you just like get out of that party stage, you really think back like, what was I doing? Like, I was doing nothing beneficial to benefit my life. Sorry, I had to change the camera. But anyway, guys, so that is how it changed my life, and I'm so excited. So I feel like I could go into so much more detail, but I feel like this video is so long as it is. But if you guys have any questions, remember, if you don't have anything nice to say at all, I really don't want to read it or hear it here on YouTube. So just don't even leave it as a comment if you're going to say something rude. But obviously, I know that you guys care, and I love that you guys care. So just comment down below if you guys have any questions, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be my first trimester in all of its glory. So I'll see you guys. Bye.